mice industry, which is dynamic and it is growing.
Do you think that the men in the industry feel that, okay, because we are women, so maybe we could be a little weak on the negotiating side or speaking side? What do you think about it?
So no, I don't think there are any weaknesses per se why women may not be there in this trade. As I said, it's only that awareness has not been created. And this trade within India has not been too big. If we relate ourselves to the latest ICA database, in the world mice, our share, India's share is only 1%, which is minuscule. That's where our focus should be, to grow that. A very important step that the new board at India Convention Promotion Bureau, the ICPB, is taking is that this year onwards, they're starting off with few educational programs, be it for the entry level, for the second level. Anybody can apply for it. There are no restrictions to it. And they're keeping the fees also pretty minimal. I feel that most of these institutes should also be encouraged to send their students, whereby the awareness gets created about this trade and how it can be managed. Few standard principles can be taught. Rest all comes with experience and through creativity. So there is a huge scope.
Here is Mr. S. Balasubramaniam. He is the Senior Director for BIEC, which is the Bangalore International Exhibition Center. We are here talking to him about MICE and BIEC and the upcoming open seminar, which is IEIA, which is happening next month in May. So thank you so much, Balasubramaniam, for talking to us. First of all, I would like to know India for MICE, your experience so far in India for MICE.
Yes, definitely. We have. This is probably the one of the few events that we have participated as a MICE event, because Bangalore International Exhibition Center, as such, we are predominantly focusing on the exhibition sector. If you see, as a brand, as a BIEC, we are everywhere in India. Not only just in India, plus globally also. We participate in most of the international exhibition forum throughout the world. We are a member of OFI, active member of OFI. We sit on the board of OFI. We are with AFICA, which is the Southeastern Association for the Exhibition Organizers. We are with IAE, which is in US. We are also the member of the Indian exhibition industry and also the ICA. Slowly we are also trying to see how, as an exhibition center, we can attract even MICE events. That's one of the main reasons why I'm here at the India for MICE.
Now with the single window clearance that has started, do you think it's going to be easier to get the permissions in place and getting more events, international especially, coming to India?
Well, let's put this question into two parts. One is the permissions, one is the more events coming down to India. Permissions in India to do a show, it's varies from state to state. Where I believe in Delhi and Bombay, there are a lot of permissions to be taken. It's an Herculean task for any of the organizers to get permissions. Whereas in Bangalore, in our venue, it's only 5 permissions. It's not even permission; it's just an information. So it differs from varies to vary. I'm sure that the government is also going to work. The single window, what you're talking about, is definitely a good thing coming as a boon for the exhibition organizer, event organizer, and seminar organizer. So that definitely is going to help us a lot, because many of the organizers are little wary about coming down to India when you look at this also, or within the state also, moving from one state to state. That is sort of a deterrent for many of the organizers because of the permission part of it. So if this thing comes in play, I'm sure it's going to be definitely a thing. Foreign organizers coming down to India, there are not just this one reason, but there are many reasons in terms of the session that we talk about in the last mile infrastructure. So that is one thing which is sort of a challenge for India, but I'm sure the Indian government is also understanding the strength of the MICE industry, because what it's going to give to the state and the central in terms of economy, which is basically the payback what you give. Every activity that happens, it gives back 10 times the money. So the people have understood it. So I'm sure the government is also going to work towards it, and you will see absolutely a phenomenal change happening in terms of, while they are understanding it, they will work towards it, and it's going to definitely grow a multifold.
Future of the exhibition industry in India, where do you see it going forward?
Future is great. That's one word we can say. Future of Indian exhibition is great. You don't, everybody's, all the global exhibition brands whether it's Europe, South Asian countries, they are all putting up establishing a shop in India. People are bringing up the mother brands happening in European countries to in India. Though India's exhibition industry is very nascent, I'm sure it has got a huge potential, and I'm sure you'll be in for a lot of surprises into the exhibition industry.
Hi friends, I'm Ratan from TradeFairTV. Today I'm going to take you to Times Ethnic Fashion Village 2016. Fashion Village is a unique experience for all the customers because the theme is ethnic and village based.
All parts of India, the companies come participate over here.
Of course, we do better sales here.
I deal with agates and kundans.
पूरा हाथ से स्टिच किया जाता है, पूरा हाथ से बना जाता है.
These are Moga silk, we have Assam silk and cottons too.
My business has done very good. In fact, other people who've taken things from me, even they are doing good.
Local India being a big market, it's amazing.
You get everything at one place and one go.
I'm enjoying with my daughter.
So friends, if you are an ethnic style lover, you should definitely come here at the Times Ethnic Fashion Village.
This is Samir Patel, your host from TradeFairTV. I am at Little Flea Market in Bandra Kurla Complex, Mumbai. There's a dedicated kids area, there's a concert area.
We are making people do hula hoop. Came here to enjoy and little of time pass. I just want to explore the creativity that's going on. Everything is colorful and brilliant over here. We are into all this home linen. These are 100% cotton.
Fusion sandwich that we're doing. Absolutely juicy, saucy.
First time I'm at the Little Flea.
Very nice place.
Amazing thing. Love the music.
Must visit.
Actually enjoying it.
I'm going to bring you such more exhibitions. I've got a wonderful, wonderful time here.
Hello everyone, this is Prachi Sharma from TradeFairTV. We have with us the bridal couture queen, Archana Kochar. How do you make these girls look so beautiful?
I think I love designing. I love making people look beautiful.
Archana Kochar, one of the most amazing designers that our country has.
Our girls are so beautiful and we should do whatever we can to enhance our looks. I think my travel inspires me into creating new creations and new ideas.
I'm at the Bombay Exhibition Centre at the Medical Fair India. India's #1 trade fair for hospital and healthcare centre. There are places like Beijing, Taiwan, China, Korea, Malaysia, etc. that have been participating inside. Let's get inside and see what more the medical fair has for us.
It's a new product developed by our company.
My pulse rate is good.
We are manufacturing in China in Hebei province.
This is basically for the diagnosis for the body. Hypertension for ECG as well as for pregnant women.
We make masks which are certified to be exported all across the world.
We have registered a few products in India.
We are the Malaysian Rubber Export Promotion Council.
Standard is one brand which is into first aid kits.
We are the manufacturers of medical ultrasound devices.
It's related to shockwave therapy machine, basically a pain reliever.
We are creating an awareness for the people, and we've seen a very good response from the doctors.
It was a wonderful event, and we saw so many innovations for the medical industry.
Is Kathy Breeden, who is the Executive Vice President and COO of IAEE. We would be talking to her about her experience here so far in India, MICE in India, and the exhibition industry overall. So thank you so much, Kathy, for talking to us, and welcome to India. Is this your first visit to India?
It is my first visit. I'm very honored to have been able to come here, and I think Hyderabad was probably a very good first city for me to visit, and I hope to come back sometime very soon.
How do you think MICE coming here is going to help in the development of the Indian exhibition industry?
Well, I think if you back it up just a little bit, I think, the MICE industry overall, it creates jobs for people. It helps bring up local economies and helps to provide funding for infrastructure. So from that point of view, I think it's a really good thing that India is an emerging market for the MICE industry. And I think the exhibition industry overall, especially because there are so many people here in India, there's a lot of good opportunity here.
What kind of challenges do international companies or international events and exhibitions face when they come to India?
I think that there still needs to be a lot of training that's done here in India if they expect to attract exhibition organizers, especially from the United States. And I think India is well on its way, especially with the educational programming that's being implemented. Just like us in the United States and you visiting the United States, there's issues with visas, and it takes a while to get the visa, and it can be sometimes a very burdensome process. And coming here, if you don't fill out that visa form just the way that you need to, then that can keep getting kicked back. So there are challenges there. Both of our countries face those types of challenges. I think that, just as was discussed in the last day and a half, is that the infrastructure, both from the venue point of view and the technology point of view within the venue, needs to be top-notch. I think, U.S. organizers are very accustomed to having very technologically advanced venues in which to hold their events, and even more so, the attendees and the exhibitors are demanding that. So, but again, I think that India is just starting out. It's just now blossoming. So, whereas in the United States, it's been around for a long time. So you can build it, from the ground up without having to retrofit, if you will, of getting it to a higher level.
We all know about social media marketing and how important and critical it is for all those of us who are involved with trade shows, exhibitions, events in any capacity. And we'll begin just now with Gunjan. Gunjan, your views on, what you see as the key areas between MICE and media, and how to, what are these synergies and how can we leverage it for both parties going forward?
India has been continuously upgrading its MICE facilities, starting from the very touch-base points like the international airports that are operating under public-private participation, the international chain of hotels that have come up, also the world-class convention centers that have come up into the India. We all